Hi, I'm E06, and this is Terra Invicta. And last episode, we started building our mining colony on Luna, and the servants have almost completed mission to Mars. They weren't the ones to select it, the Academy did, and they were quite reasonable in their research pace, but the servants decided that this is the way forward. So that is where we're going. They don't seem to be overly interested in biotech. Maybe we can drop that to 40%. We do want to finish this one as soon as possible. And we haven't unlocked the next one we want to research here just yet. And we're researching a little bit of alien ops here on the side. Just to keep our research pool diversified. Otherwise we're just strengthening our positions here on Earth. We are trying to recapture the operative that we let out of custody last episode. So hopefully we'll be able to track them down again this turn. We might actually be able to do something with them this time.
We've got the package.
Yeah, no problem at all in recapturing them. Now we just need to actually remember to do something with them. Okay, so we did unlock the solid core fusion reactor 1, which will give us the Nerva drive. And this one is the one that we're after, the nuclear raiders. That is a really good one. This will reduce the time it takes to deliver hab modules, and also reduces the boost required to send things into low Earth orbit.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We're just doing
Order is returning.
our standard missions.
Stabilizing.
Things are cool enough.
Maybe we actually want to swap out the this one for nuclear freighters straight away. No, let's finish fission piles. I think that's fine. Might actually be worth losing a slot for it. 94, yeah, we don't need to put that much in there. Let's just put as much as possible in there. I'll keep a little bit of an eye on this one. They don't seem to be overly interested in it at the moment. Of course, it's going to take some time for the probe to arrive at Mars as well. Okay, so we got a large typhoon striking Cambodia. And what do we get? Major damage to the economy and population. We don't have any armies there. And we get a little bit of a public opinion. It's an expensive one now. I don't think Cambodia is... we're just building. We haven't even finished the space program there just yet, so... I think we'll just... I'm sorry, it's too expensive. And we finished alien operations. Unhelpfully, domestic law enforcement tends to close investigations once apparent abductees return, and thus it has fallen to our local operatives to follow up on the many rumors of erratic or aberrant behavior amongst the reappeared. Concerningly, their investigations and interviews strongly corroborate these reports, and indeed suggest that the true purpose of alien abductions is something other than mere research and experimentation. We do have some new understandings on alien activities and how humans may resist them. So this gives us a little bit of loss detection of all alien operations. We can estimate the aliens, how they feel against us. So we got this little meter here. If this one is up at the top here, we are in all-out war against them. And as long as we're down here somewhere, it's fine. So everything we do against the aliens will increase this. And we also got a few more things there. We're gonna be able to unlock a new research here shortly.
We can only conclude we are at war, Commander, but most of humanity doesn't believe it yet.
The situation is worse than we feared. All the countries with high abduction rates are now showing aberrant political trends. We have tracked rapid swings towards pro-alien views in ways that are extremely concentrated by geography, spreading in ways that more closely resemble infectious disease vectors than communication networks. These changes are being accompanied by sharp shifts in policy, with key officials and leaders either being replaced with pro-alien figures or, more disturbingly still, abruptly changing their beliefs and politically expressing conciliatory views towards the alien presence on our planet. Multiple independent reports have noted sudden and uncharacteristic behavioral changes in these individuals, describing them as aloof, phlegmatic, and disinterested in any issues other than human-alien relations. None of our sources were able to offer any explanation of these changes. In absence of any real evidence, attempting to explain these developmentals is difficult. We have found ourselves falling back on theories drawn not from field reports, but from science fiction. At the present, our best guesses are as follows. The aliens are capable of mind control, perhaps via telepathy, a parasite, or some form of advanced technology. The aliens are replacing abductees either directly, using some sophisticated method of disguise, or via clones. Whatever the explanation, we must act quickly to attempt to slow the growth of their influence. Earth is endangered in a shadow war. Earth is engaged in a shadow war, and at present the aliens are winning. And this activates this alien threat monitor. And the higher it is, the more likely they are to target us with something, or with actions. Our long-range tracking technology has proven adequate for observing the stream of alien spacecraft moving around the solar system. However, all of our attempts to track alien movements on Earth itself have so far ended in failure. To effectively counter the spread of alien influence, we need to be able to detect individual alien infiltrators here on the surface of our planet. So we need to research alien movements when it becomes available. We know now that the aliens are bent on infiltrating human institutions for their own ends, controlling individuals and entire societies to serve their own purposes. For some time now, debates and discussions have been taking place among our members as to what our response should be. It is easy to call ourselves the resistance, but what are we resisting, and how? And this is another project that we need to complete. This one also increases our... Okay, yeah, so we get a new project here. This is the Defend the Earth project. So we get a faction organization from this one, and we get 100 influence. And this is usually a good faction, or a good organization. And we also get an increased command cap of 40, which of course is quite a lot. I'm gonna favorite that one. It is a very expensive technology, and nuclear freighters is something that we need even more, even faster. So we're gonna start burning this one a little bit on slow, while we are doing this one on high, I think. Or should we swap that one out for something else? I got this one down here too. We really need to start getting some. That one would be very good to get as well. Would be nice to have something different than energy research to do. We are going to need this one very soon. Or we can, yeah, we'll just dock that one in on the other one later on. Yeah, let's start actually working a little bit slowly here on Defend the Earth. It's a very long research, but we'll just keep doing this one here. We are still in the lead here by a decent margin. Well, one turn can change that, but if we lose this slot, we'll have to retake a slot later on getting the fission pile and the nuclear freighters has to take priority. Okay, so in Singapore we do need to defend our interests, but first we see here.
Reporting in.
Sabotage.
Ready.
Oh, we need to investigate
Where to?
our and it's gonna
Investigating
be.
target.
I think
At your service.
she's not in here yet. No, so she's gonna need to
Reporting
be
in.
detained for another bit. Question is if we can send. You've got 6 investigation. That should be fine to investigate her.
Initiating surveillance.
What's the up?
And we'll
We'll bring
keep her
them in.
detained.
Ready for my mission.
And Sabotage can actually turn her later on. Don't think Brew
Ready to
can.
go.
Yeah, Brew can too. Okay, so we've got two that can actually do this. I think we've got some experience this turn though. Yeah, we've got one here. So Samsor can get some more. That's just money. And he doesn't need that. Someone else could actually have this one though. Or the espionage. Maybe the espionage wouldn't hurt him either. But I think we are gonna go with more admin here. And we've got this one that's actually an even better one for that. I think so. No, still got this one here. We're gonna save up some cash and see if we can grab this one. So even though this one and this one, I would like to pick up both of these organizations. I think this one with a 9% mining bonus output is absolutely huge. So that we're gonna try for that one instead. We're gonna need some what did we say? 750. 770. I can just keep an eye there and maybe we can buy it in between
Where
turns.
do you need me?
You can't do very much more at the moment, more than public campaigns. 11% success chance in China, even with 12 in persuasion. And he's got brazen, so he's got a bonus there as well. Yeah, they got the censorship there. It's so hard, and it's such a large population. Well, 11% is still
Making our
11%.
case.
If we can increase our popularity in China, we might actually have a shot at taking something in here to go in. These are very expensive control points, I think. Yeah, they're 40 each. But it would be a very good power base to have. And we do need to do something about Singapore.
Ready for orders.
No, Fru can't do that. Can
Standing by for orders.
Samsor? No.
Ready for my mission.
Nari can't either do that, can she? No. Yeah, well, we'll just have to be undefended here for a turn. I think we'll be fine.
Standing by.
We'll have to send Samsor in after investigating a little bit there. Just want to keep a little bit of an eye out for this one here. Yeah, they are,
Target secured.
I think. Yeah, so we're keeping them locked up. That's not that hard when we already got them in a
We
cell.
have
is it?
got some intel on our target.
Let's see if we can turn them. I'll repeat and continue there for now.
Order is returning.
That's good.
Things are stabilizing.
And we finished the solar panels on Luna. Now we need to check out this in Singapore then too as well. They are trying to abduct people in Singapore.
We hold no sway in their minds.
Yeah, we'll just keep repeating that one.
It takes so very little for one tribe of humanity to look upon a second tribe as the other. Think of what will happen once hundreds of millions of kilometers lie between us. Chancellor Li Qingzao, Distributed Humanity.
Alright, so mission to Mars is finished. Now, the most important thing here is to press close. They're going with arrival sociology. So they were right just after this slot to be able to advance their own research. They want to sow descent into Earth, of course. This means that Humanity First, Exodus Academy. Only the initiative actually launched one to Mars. The other ones have gone to Deimos, Eros, Deimos and Phobos. But here to Mars, the first thing you want to do when you unlock one of these sites is to actually send a probe down here. And that will allow us to actually see and create bases on all of these sites. So we do have quite a few sites here, so we are going to be able to grab at least one that's good. And we've got the fast probe, so hopefully we'll get there before the others. And they probably have the fast probes as well though. And then we can see that the launch window is in 10th of April. And we're not there just yet, or the best launch window, next best launch window would be. And our survey will arrive there in April 25. So that's until then we've got to do our research. At the moment we had to pay 28% extra delta V, or boost, to get the probe out here. So by the time this one arrives, we'll actually be in a very good window to launch our bases. We should also have been able to stockpile quite a lot of metals and water to put the base up. It would be nice to actually be able to launch out what was I thinking of? Yes, it would be nice to be able to launch a construction module out there too, but we haven't researched those just yet. On the 26th of September, our solar panel here has been completed. And we probably should have sent the mining base up as soon as we had the boost for it then. Let's just check the servant base here too. Probably easier from this one here. No one's got mining actually going on just yet. Oh, yeah, now they've got that one. So they're going to be online with the mining just a little bit before us, because the solar collector is quicker to send up. And they're going to be there on the 10th of November. Exodus isn't that much of an issue. And the same thing here with the Academy. They're also going to be up there in September. But they actually managed to, they must have waited for the tech, because they're beating us there now, aren't they? Yeah, well, that's fine. Well, we have enough time to get resources to go to Mars. And if we can get the nuclear freighters done before then, we will be in a good position, I think. And go all the way down, thank you. Okay, so we completed the fission pile. And this is exactly the same as a solar panel, except it's a little bit more expensive. And you can see there's a monetary cost to all of this, so this one costs 2. And that of course eats into our income up here. And produces 10 power. That's the same as a solar panel does in Earth orbit. So solar panels on Mars doesn't produce as much. We go straight for nuclear freighters. We are still leading this slot, so I'm going to leave it like that, and we'll put as many points as possible into nuclear freighters. So this one will be finished in February. That gives us a little bit of leeway. Our probe is arriving in April, right? Okay, and we're going to want to do this one too, of course. Yeah, we don't want to be running a purge mission there.
I'm here.
Can we do the turn counselor? We can do a turn counselor one. 1%. Let's see if we can get some more intel on there. I can actually spend a little bit more. It's just 5%. That's such a low chance. But yeah, let's spend. We've got plenty of influence, so let's spend
Standing
it there.
by for orders.
We are also going to go and investigate. See if we can investigate them again and see if it
Eyes on the target.
helps us anything.
Ready for orders.
No, we sent Samsur back to do that, didn't we? And I think that's fine. Yeah. But he can do... We need to defend our interests in Singapore again.
Securing our interests.
We also need to send
Where do
someone
you
down
need
to
me?
investigate the alien activity down here.
Investigating alien site.
We're going to have a lot of operatives down here in Singapore.
I'm here.
I think that's fine. We're slowly working up India here. And we really need to increase this. And that's just increasing into investment, I guess. Or into economy. How much are we getting from nations? We're getting 3 from nations. That's most of it. Most of it's probably coming from India already. Let's just check if our organization here is still left. Orbital resources, yes. Formosa would be a good one as well. That's even more expensive though. And this one gives us a little bit of energy research that's going to help us out too.
Making things safe for our people.
Yeah, that's good. Alien movements, of course we need to do this one as well. And maybe that's more important than defend the Earth.
Person of interest surveilled.
Yeah, we'll see if that increases our odds. If we go to
Laying the
Sabotage here.
groundwork.
Where are you? Don't think it's 87%, is it? No, that's through doing something else, isn't it? You're in Belgium. Yeah, no, we still only got 5%, so we are completely maxed out there. Okay, so yeah, and this is another one that's good to do. Another 5 orgs per month.
They are on too tight a leash.
Okay, we did manage to get up to 6%. We rolled a 38. Of course, we failed. I think they're gonna escape out into the wild now.
Is returning.
Since we didn't detain them again. At 5% is a little bit of a low ball. Let's keep decreasing unrest here. It's hard to keep unrest down here.
We found something.
That's good. Gives us another 1% to the Synology. Humanity First has decided to take this slot and we're not catching up there. Let's just dump it completely. That means we put more into where we actually want it. And we'll just have to retake another slot there later on.
I'm here.
We have even more organizations. We do have enough for the space org there. We had the admin capacity for it. We have a little bit here. I don't think there's anyone else here that is. That's very, very, very expensive for 3 admin. And that's a good organization. I don't need it though. That one's also, I like this one. This one, 9% more space mining output is going to be absolutely huge. So obviously we are grabbing this one. And now we don't have any cash to do anything else, so we could grab this one. I guess it's influence, but I don't think it's going to be worth it for us. And we do need to get your administration score up. And maybe we can pick this one up a little bit later.
Standing by for order.
Yeah, you need to surveil the location here,
Eyes up.
just to make sure that we didn't get any alien fauna
Reporting
around
in.
there.
Ready.
I don't have anything that we know about. We still got plenty of public opinion here, so we're not too worried about that.
Your orders?
Your orders?
Yeah, and they should still be detained. Maybe we don't get anything extra. We probably need to increase his persuasion score by quite a lot if we're going to be able to do this. Doesn't have anything better to do though, so
I'll make an offer they can't refuse.
Where
we'll
do you need me?
run another try there. And we don't need to defend anything. We do need to reduce unrest again.
We'll turn down the heat.
Acknowledged.
I think there we're down to 3.9. We're 3 here. 3.5 there, yes. Bring it down a
We
little
will
bit in
restore
Nepal as
peace
well.
to this nation.
Okay, so we're starting to get a little bit of cap here again. We increased our administration, of course. I think that's fine. We are producing quite a lot of boost now. Now we're off to mission control here in Israel. Halfway down here as well. We're still not done with the space program here in Cambodia. Oh, we're only putting 20% into it. That could be why. I think we do the same thing there. Not put too much into the economy, let's put it into mission control. That's what we need these small nations for. We're not done with the space program there just yet, nor there. And maybe we put even more in here then. Something like that. I think that's fair enough for Bangladesh to get a space program. It is of course of the utmost importance for the Bangladeshi people.
On Overwatch.
I don't think we're gonna find anything here, but it's prudent always when you've got alien activity to do that. Yeah, right, let them out there. And now we've got our mining base going, and you can immediately see here that we are now starting to stockpile water. We're starting to stockpile metals, and we still have a shortfall of volatiles. And we did manage to, yeah, we're actually getting a little bit of missiles here as well. Just not enough to actually show up there. You can see that we've got a 14% bonus to mining there, and that is really nice. And we're probably not going to do anything else with the lunar mining base.
We have turned them to our cause.
Oh, we actually managed. What were the odds of that? So we have managed to turn Wakang to our side. And that means that if we go, we can always see what they're doing. We can see that they are in China. You can see that they are turned. They have betrayed the servants. And we can set here that any time they get a success chance, or to try to do a mission with a success chance below 50, they will fail. Let's pull this one down a little bit. This helps us to make sure that he is not compromised. I thought it was a she. That doesn't really matter. Yeah, so we can see what organizations they've got on them. And a little bit more importantly, this will allow us to have a very, very, very good intel on what they are doing. It says here penetrated. So we can see their technology, we can see what they are researching. They are doing alien origin, audience research, and solid core fission reactors. And you can see all the different things they've got unlocked here. Unfortunately, we can see them That's things they have researched, I think, actually. I can see, well, we could see that before too. And see their current objective. We have a very good intel on them now. It would be nice to have the same for the Protectorate. They are also in... wish we had one relations tab for ourselves as well. Would just make it a little bit easier. Humanity first, we need to peace somehow. They don't like us because we took a control point from them.
Wrapping up here.
So maybe we can find one of their counselors and
Things are
give them
cooling
a little
off.
bit of a gift.
Violence is abating.
Yeah.
The situation remains chaotic.
Let's see what happens there. Okay. So even more in Singapore. So something is happening here in Singapore. Could have a surveil mission going on there, so... I should be able to see what's happening here or who is doing something. That means we probably have an alien agent right here or here right now working. That's so nice when you see these rockets being launched. Okay, so
Ready to
we...
go.
That's,
Ready to go.
we had her down here. We can't
What's the
detect
op?
their operatives yet. That's our big problem here. Yeah, there's nothing that we can actually investigate down here just yet, so we didn't find anything, and I guess that's for the better. So what do we want to do with her now? I think maybe we want to... Now we can see all the servants operatives and where they are. That's also quite nice. Let's see if we can find someone here in Vietnam. That should be an academy one. Can we see anyone in... No. Hanoi, Sudan. Who's in charge in Sudan then? Or in Brazil? Yeah, I could probably find a protectorate one down here somewhere. I'm trying to look for a humanity first operative at the moment. I don't really know where their power base is. But maybe here in Saudi Arabia. They seem to have a decent amount in Eastern Europe as well. Let's just check the country list. Let's see if we can show all nations control points. Now if we go there, we should be able to see. And that's just for us, of course. Djibouti. Thailand seems to be one for them, but they seem to have abandoned it. Papua New Guinea, Gulf States. Malaysia. Maybe Malaysia is their best. Poland. Poland is quite strong. From Mexico, they've abandoned Mexico, so not going to be any operatives there. Denmark, Saudi Arabia. Let's try Saudi Arabia. Just want to see if we can actually pick up one of their
Initiating
operatives.
surveillance.
Where to?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? You can't really do that much, can you? I think we were just doing public campaigns here, weren't we? Oh no, you turned an agent just now.
I will try to sway the public.
At your service.
I don't think we've got any other
Ready.
special missions for anyone at the moment. We don't really have the cap to take on any more nations. What we do if we dump Cambodia and Laos. And Nepal and Bangladesh, of course. Would be nice if we could start working a little bit on China. I think Sabotage would be the one to do that. That's still 0%, and if we boost it up, that's 4%. I think trying to get some public opinion boosts here would be good.
Making our case.
At your service.
And maybe with crew as well, actually. No, we do need to reduce the unrest in all of these nations here.
Ready to go.
Maybe not that much up here, but India definitely, to keep it stable. And yeah, that's our mining base being completed. And let's just clear everything out. 18th of January, we're fine with that. Biotechnology is soon going to be completed. Odds are that the Humanity First will go the same route that we wanted to go.
Setting a watch.
Or a similar one. So that's just to see if we can pick up any of their operatives here. Okay, so the bee population collapses. Beekeepers worldwide have reported another loss of bees, as over 65% of their hives have perished in the past year. A loss of bee population will have a cataclysmic effect on the global biodiversity and food production, as nearly 90% of the world's flowering plant species, more than 75% of the world's food crops, and 35% of the global agricultural crops depend on bees for pollination. And unfortunately, we don't have the money to do anything else, and this really sucks. Doing this one would be really good, of course. That is not what we want to do. But yeah, we just don't have the money for it. And we don't have any ways to actually gain that money mid-turn. So all nations of the world lose 2% of their GDP. That does reduce our control cap a little bit, though.
Order is returning.
And then we've got mostly poor
Things are
nations, so I
stabilizing.
don't think it hits us as hard as it hits other nations. No, we do need
Order
to
is
keep lowering
returning.
these. And we get a small report here from our turned agent. So he increased the support for the servants in America. So they are trying to get into America. That is a little bit scary.
Then they can clean or cook or restock supplies. If they're eating my food, sleeping in my beds and using my latrines, they'll damn well have to work for it. Chairman Soren van Wyk during labour negotiations regarding diamond miners' families.
Okay, so they finished biotechnology, and they have gone with principles of space warfare. This is not entirely bad, it's a little bit early maybe, but it's okay for us. It's a very cheap technology as well. And it could actually be one that we want to grab just to get our research slot back there. We do have a little bit of a leeway here now. So if we were to put, say, March, and maybe we can do something like that. I'll finish this one in January. We'll see where they are at. If we need to bump this one down a little bit. But in March we're still ahead of April when our probe arrives, and that's the important part in there. And maybe we can dock that one down. 12th of April, I think our probe arrives on the 20th or the 14th. 19th, so that is still fine. And we should be able to find quite a lot of volatiles here. That's one that we will want to pick up, along with more water and preferably nobles as well. We do need a better income of radioactives or fissiles. So let's keep going there.
Our cause is unjustified.
Just keep going there. Eventually you'll get through. Found an operative here too. The question is if we wanted to swap defend the Earth out for alien movements. No, that's also a very long one. And we need those xenology labs up in orbit before we can really do things in space. Let's just check if we've got any new organizations. So we've got Arcturus Heavy Industries here. That's another 5% in space mining. That would not be entirely bad. And we can actually gain the Mosa there as well. But how much did... Yeah, that's 1,000. That's such an expensive one as well. That would be another good one to pick up just for the... They're so expensive, these admin orgs. That would be a very good pickup as well. Oh, that's... The monthly income there is more than we actually make. Yeah, I think we're going to pick up Nemosa there. Not for Samsor though. We probably can't because it doesn't have the... That's increased persuasion here on Samadarshi. Now it doesn't have the... What we could do is swap it out though. She doesn't use the investigation at the moment. No, we don't have the funds ready to do anything. I think we need to increase persuasion here as well. We're gonna need more persuasion soon. We're also gonna need this admin score up. Let's increase the persuasion. Then we're gonna have to try and go into China or some... Well, either China or the United States. And they're both really hard to get into. And that would mean getting into Canada and Mexico too. China, we're already bordering with a few nations, so I think that's going to be easier. See if they drop Myanmar, we'll pick it up. Vietnam could be one to pick up though. Yeah, I think we'll go in and pick up Vietnam. Yeah, because we're doing it with the wrong character, of course. And now we want to go in here. And that gives us a 56% success chance. I think that's fine.
The opposition.
And these cost 10, 11 each. So we're going to be over cap if we take them all. If we just take one at least, we will be set there for a little bit. That will be one more control point on the border here. Now we keep just reducing these. Does look like we are out researching here. So we can grab this slot. Yeah, that should be fine. I think all that will have to wait for the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. Take care and see you next time.